got it. And I think what we're all realizing, or a lot of us, obviously some people still support him completely.
Of course.
And, those people are always going to be out there. But I think one of the things we're realizing so completely is that we never knew him. And in fact, I would argue that one of the things that's becoming sad about, all of this stuff as we learn more and more about, people we think are our faves, is that we don't know them at all. No. That so many of these entertainers are doing a really good job of faking authenticity.
Yeah.
And that's uncomfortable.
It's kind of scary.
That is uncomfortable.
Because then you have to kind of reevaluate everybody that you're fans of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know me, I fanboy out. I love to be a fan. I don't care. I get it. I fanboy. I fanboy fucking hard. But, and it's it's disappointing.
Of course it is.
Somebody you're a fan of, just fucking fucks up.
Yeah. And not only just fucks up, but also when it comes to, making the right decision or the wrong decision to show that you're sorry for fucking up, you go down the absolute wrong path.
Right.
And you keep doubling down on it.
Yeah.
And now, instead of becoming a person that learns from their mistakes and moves on and can stop beating themselves up about the mistakes that they made, you instead become someone that's like, fuck you, I'm the edgy guy.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep saying all the fucked up shit I want to say. Ugh. And that's just gonna be my personality now.
Right. Which works for a lot of YouTubers.
It really does, doesn't it? The troll personality is on the rise. Right.
And then they're not they're not doing it like Andy Kaufman, where it's sort of just punking everybody. You know what I mean? No. It's more just punking the people that are already marginalized. You know what I mean? Why the fuck? Who the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah. So, and it's not to say that there aren't ways to make jokes. The thing is, no one is sacred, obviously. And I love how comedians want to act like it's just, everyone wants to act like people being, comedians and the art of comedy is this really sacred art. They want to act like it's all I don't know, it's Hogwarts, School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You can't question anything a comedian says or does because you have no idea how hard it is and how much work went into this and this and this. And what comedians are supposed to do is push this and do that. And I'm just they just get on stage and make people laugh.
Yeah, that's it. That's their whole job. Yeah.
Like every other job.
That's
and
it.
Yeah, I would argue they put more of their personal selves into it than other jobs. Mm-hmm. Maybe, because I feel like doctors who lose patients all the time are putting a whole lot of them fucking selves into it, but whatever.
And it doesn't matter what you believe in order to get up on a stage and make people laugh.
Yeah.
It's and that's kind of the point. If you have that ability, if you have the ability to get on a stage and be able to hold a microphone and have nothing but you and the microphone and entertain the crowd, take that and do something fucking good with it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's an impressive talent.
Yes. And know your fucking audience. Yes, is it, yes, I understand. It's frustrating that in today's world, Eddie Murphy's Raw wouldn't get the same reception that it did in the 80s. Right. Yes. Yeah. I get that you're frustrated by that. But personally, I'm more...
It is offensive at parts.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. And even Eddie Murphy has come out and said that.
Yeah, he came out.
But what is I'm more invested in is building a world where, LGBTQ people don't feel attacked.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
And building a world where we don't constantly, we're not constantly reactionary to anyone who's different, because that's all that comedy was.
Exactly.
It was just regression, and it was reactionary regression. That's it. And there's something to be said about that, but not much.
Right. It reminds me of that fucking douchebag, Tosh. You know what I'm talking about? He's the worst
Tosh 2.0
comedian in the world.
I mean, to be fair, the vast majority of shows with male comedians on Comedy Central are trash.
Oh my god, he's bad. All he does is say the most obvious fucking shit, and it's only it's just the shit that's the most awful shit to say.
Yeah.
And that's why it's funny.
Yeah. He does a lot of fatphobic and fat shaming bullshit.
Whatever. Like, yeah, exactly. Fat shaming, ugly shaming, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, he's just gonna say the shitty thing that you know that you're not supposed to say, and that's funny.
Yeah. The things that when you say, like, when your brain just automatically goes there, you're supposed
like,
to be like, ooh, that's fucked up.
That's a garbage
Let me work on that.
Yeah.
Like, that's troubling. Yeah. But to Taj is just a paycheck.
I'm just gonna say it. Because I'm a garbage person and don't care. Because I'm a good-looking white guy who's edgy.
I mean, do you feel like... Because I feel like that's another thing, too, about, like, one of the differences between masculinity and femininity. Like, obviously, there's some policing of femininity among women, obviously, right? Like, moms are always trying to make their little girls pretty and putting them in the dresses and the bows and whatever. But there's also this, like, acceptance of girls as tomboys and girls playing sports and girls just being the fact casual. That tomboy is the
thing, and the fact that a tom girl isn't a thing.
It is not a thing. And, like, choosing to wear makeup.
Just likes to dress up like girls. It's cute. Like, no, that's not a thing. Not a thing. Like, Tommy, goddammit!
Like, it's completely... it's not a thing. And, just, like, the manner of dress and makeup, like, however much makeup you want to wear. And then there's not, like, this complete connection between, like, oh, if you're a woman and you only like to dress up, you don't like to wear makeup and you wear sweats, that clearly you're gay. Like, there's not that either.
There's just this, like,
but unspoken... with men, I feel like policing masculinity is a big part of masculinity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's like, because I've never been, honestly, very, very masculine. I just haven't been. And I can't tell you how many times I was called gay and shit like that, just because I wasn't a fucking asshole, basically. Because I didn't behave the way they specifically said that I had to behave in order to be a real man. Yeah. Hashtag look up No True Scotsman. But, it's like they are constantly were attacking me for that, and you're right. It's like they're attacking you. And it's like, oh, that's where that whole phrase, it's so gay, came from. Yeah. It's men policing masculinity. Yes. And that's, and it happened a lot. And I was just one of the few people that was just like, I don't fucking care. Like, I know I'm a guy, and
that's interesting, because that's even while you were Christian, which is so interesting, because... every message that you were receiving was, you need to be more masculine. Right.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And
like, it's just, it's amazing to have these kind of long conversations about these sort of deeper things, because one, you recognize how much you think you know, but you don't know. Right. And then two, you recognize that we need so much more research and we need so much more, like, we need a lot of research. Yeah. And you're never going to get that when you have conservatives just basically saying, why even talk about this? Nothing's wrong with masculinity at all. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Don't even think about it. Stop thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't even need to talk about this. Like, let boys be boys and girls be girls.
Boys are boys, damn it.
Yeah. Boys are boys and girls are girls. So, all right, that was a nice long discussion on masculinity and our fucked up world.
That was our headline.
I wanted to talk about this because it's to me it's an interesting. It's important. It's important and it's interesting, and it's not about just laying blame, right? Because at the same time, I can sit here and say, men are really responsible for a lot. Of the bullshit that we're experiencing right now.
Right. Which you would not be wrong. You would
but at the same time, like, it's not helpful to say men just stop being men. Because I don't think we know what that means.
Yeah. Nobody knows what that means.
Yeah. Like, it's actually a whole lot more complicated. Yeah. And I think the APA is trying to work on a way of teasing that out. Right. But it's just, of course, interesting that conservatives are just like, don't even go down that road. Right. Danger be there. You know what I mean? Yeah. There be danger!
It's all a farce. It's not true. Toxic masculinity does not exist. That's what they say. Like, I've seriously heard that several times. It's frustrating. Just like they say hate speech doesn't exist. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we're going to have to agree to disagree.
A whole nother show.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother fucking show.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, so we went really long on that. So, you want to just hop into Nerd Corner?
To Nerd Corner.
And now, Nerd Corner.
All right. So, this is awesome. I mean, I don't know what this... Honestly, I'm fucking fascinated and confused
by this
next story.
Let's talk a little bit about Nerd Corner. So, Nerd Corner exists because we can't just have really deep discussions about things that make us sad all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes we have to talk about things that
make us happy.
Just happy. And when we say that, it doesn't mean that we're not going to do that. We're going to do that uncritically, right? So in Nerd Corner, we're talking about really any entertainment news that can be anything from movies to TV to video games and pop culture in general.
I mean, it's really entertainment corner, but because we're nerds, we call it Nerd Corner because we get really into certain things. And
exactly.
It's nerdy. You know, we know it's nerdy.
I mean, and when we say we get into certain things, the scale of that is more like, you know, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books. Not like, you know, romance and foreign films and, you know, other things that make you nerds in different ways. I don't know.
Because nerding, honestly, I mean, really, if we're looking at the definition of nerding, from the way I understand it, it's just people that are really into things that you didn't expect people to be really into.
Yeah. But I think the popular definition of nerd these days is like more... I think the popular definition is more like sci-fi, fantasy, comic book sort of world.
I mean, I hope so, because that's what I'm into.
Yeah. So. And I think that your people are dominating right now.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I think, or I should say our people.
Because Infinity War was fucking, I mean, that was an achievement. Right?
Yeah, we're kind of being catered to right now. I mean, from everything from vacations to conventions to... I mean, you name it, the nerds are getting their due. Yeah, like, they are getting what they want. It's really sad, though, because it's really so connected to capitalism. But whatever. Let's not talk about that. Let's not bring that shit down. But you found this really interesting story about a video game this week.
Okay, so, and it's... this is insane. And, you know, at first I thought it was like an Onion thing, you know? But come to find out, no, it's real. It's real. And, okay, so what it is, it's a fucking video game called Jesus Strikes Back, right?
I'm so uncomfortable already.
Well, buckle up, okay? Because it's going to
It reminds me so much of those, like, memes that you see where God is holding, a, like, AK-47... and has on like a trucker hat,
right? That says MAGA on it.
Yeah, this is giving me hives already.
Right. Well, that's basically what it is. Is Jesus comes back to exact revenge on all the liberals, the LGBTQ, especially, and protesters.
Wow.
And he walks the streets. I love that
protesters are now in the same group as LGBTQ folks, like
and terrorists. And terrorists.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So is this like, okay? What? Okay, how angry should I be about this? Because is this like a conservative video game company that did this, or is it like a liberal gaming company full of like edgelords who are like, let's piss people off by doing this unsacred thing?
I think it's the edgelords. Honestly, I think it's a bunch of atheists that think it's funny. I don't know. I'm confused because, I mean, it sounds fucked up as hell, right? Because you act. I mean, Jesus
regardless,
Christ,
it's fucked up.
You shoot a bunch of LGBTQ folks, right, to death on a video game. Yeah, that seems evil, right? Like, and it is evil. Period. Yeah. Like, that just seems disgusting and wrong. But it's like, are they doing it as a form of showing how like evil religion is? Like, you know what I mean? Just through the concept.
I guess, but
I'm so confused. I don't know. But I don't know who made the video game. I don't know if they're conservative or liberal. I
don't know. I mean, I certainly don't know because you brought up the story. But what I would say is, I feel like, you know, LGBTQ folks are just like, can you leave us out of it?
Right? Like we don't deserve this.
Black Lives Matter is like, dude, can you miss me with this?
Right? Well, I think Black Lives Matter were like in with the protest.
Of course, because no one